y'all. I don't even know where to begin. This studio renovation project of mine is partially done, but the guy I hired to build me a glass storage area and a workbench turned out to be not very reliable and probably had a few screws loose. So anyway, here I am filming a video with you. I was going to do some modifications to this workbench or to this glass storage anyway, but now I need to finish the project because the guy's just a flake, and I told him to bring over what he had done. So this is an upper portion of my cabinet, and this is the lower portion of my cabinet that I designed. This part is generally okay. It's not exactly what I wanted. This part has promise, but it's not finished. So I'm taking it upon myself to go to the hardware store and pick up what I need to finish this thing. I also had some modifications I was going to do, which included adding some lighting from IKEA. So I also don't have any AC yet in the garage because that's been a saga, but and it's going to get hot today. So it is not even 6 a.m. and I am up, and hardware store opens at 6, so I'm going to go get some parts. I'm going to work on this today and try to get it done this morning before it gets too hot, and I'll show you later what my progress is. Okay, I've been to the hardware store. I picked up exactly what I think I needed for this project and nothing more, which is always a risk going to the hardware store that I'm going to buy a bunch of extra stuff, but got what I needed. I'm going to head home. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing I want to do is put some casters on the bottom of this. Fortunately, he built it reinforced with these 2x4s, and so I bought these industrial strength casters from Amazon, and I'm going to install them now. One of the things you have to think about is how much weight is this cabinet and how much glass are you putting on it, and glass is heavy, as we all know. So these have a combined weight of 1,800 pounds. I think that should work well. When they came from Amazon though, they had these bolts in them, and I wanted something where I could screw in, so I had to go to Home Depot and buy these hex lag screws. But so came with the bolt, which is fine, nuts and bolts if that's going to work for you. What I needed though was what's on the left, so I bought some of those. I have marked my holes. I'm going to do a little bit of pre-drilling, and then I'll go ahead and get these installed. Okay, casters are on, and I may not have had to pre-drill holes, but I just wanted to make it easier on myself. So next step, I am installing lighting in this cabinet. So I bought this strip lighting. Don't even ask me to try to pronounce how IKEA pronounces that, what that word is. But I bought a couple of these strip lights, and what I'm going to do is run them through the back of this cabinet so that my glass is lit from behind. And I think that'll look pretty cool. So anyway, I've opened this up. I need to drill a little hole in the side for the cord to go through. And then it comes with some hardware. You can use these gluey mounts, 3M mounts, and then these this snaps into these little channels, but it also comes with screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw these into the back, and I might as well take care of that while I've got this thing going here. So I'm going to, again, drill my little access hole for the electrical, and then mount this throughout this piece. Okay, here's the power kind of transformer thing that you need for these rope lights. I'll post these links in the video notes. This can take 6 different lights, so I'm going to plug this in. I've strung my lights through the back here. I'm gonna plug it in just to make sure it works. It works. One of the things that I was really happy about was how bright this light was. We'll see how bright it is once the glass is in here, but all going well so far. Okay, so now I put some carpet down here. I just bought these self-adhesive carpet tiles at Walmart. It's 12 by 12 tiles. It was crazy stupid cheap. I can't even remember how much, like $5 or something for this box, $6, something like that. So I just cut them with a utility knife and laid them in the bottom here. They've got an adhesive back to them, and they were super easy. Now I didn't put one in here because I'm gonna store kiln shelves and stuff over here, so I didn't feel like I needed one. Now those are in there and ready to go. Okay, we're getting there. So I've got the bottom pretty much done, and now this is the top cabinet, the upper cabinet portion that he built for me. There's supposed to be dividers in there, and they're not there, so now I've got to install those. So I'm going to take my measurements Fortunately, he had cut all of the dividers for me. So I do have to get some headers and footers so that they kind of slip in. I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. But at least all the wood was cut. I don't think I have to get, you know, any other power tools out to finish this out. This right now is just sitting on top. I will put some brackets on the back to just secure it on there. But wanted to go ahead and show you where we are so far. So now I have already marked out where I want my dividers to go, and I'm going to start that project. Okay, so the way that I did these kind of cleats was just, I cut them with a hacksaw. These were square dowel rods that I bought that I cut with a hacksaw, and then honestly just glued them up there with this glue that it says better than super glue, DAP Rapid Fuse, all-purpose adhesive, bonds everything. It was holding in like 30 seconds. So I would just stick the ones on the bottom, and then I used a laser level to try to get the ones aligned up above. And here's a picture of what that looked like. And then I would clamp this up in this glue set in about 30 seconds. And that's it. So there's no nails or anything. We'll see how this holds up over time, but for now they're up there. And I know that this might trigger you, that they're not exactly straight. You might not even be able to tell that, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, everybody, it is done and in its corner. So again, the bottom has 7 compartments, and there's carpet in the bottom to hold the glass softly on the floor. And then I've got 2 compartments up here on top, kind of smaller for like half sheets, and then a bunch of compartments up here. So now I realize this might trigger you, that they're not exactly perfectly perpendicular here, but so they look like they're leaning a little bit. So what? They work, and it's mine, and I'm glad it's done. I left larger cubbies here because I do like these glass racks that you can buy, and so I didn't have enough wood anyway, and I thought that this would be a good way to use those. And then, you know, my ugly shelving from before that was my workbench, now I'm repurposing it and stacking this tall and putting some more shelving up above, because you can always use more storage. So there is the piece. I'm gonna load it up with glass. Oh, here's one of the best parts. Watch this. Hey Alexa, turn on the glass shop. Check it out. And it's Alexa enabled. Isn't that cool? So I used 2 sets of these rope lights running across the top and bottom, down the middle in here, and then all the way across the top on the bottom there. So once I get the glass in, hopefully that'll look pretty cool and give me an opportunity to see my glass better, particularly in this darker corner of the garage. All right, I unpacked my glass, and there it is in its crates. I might reorganize this a little bit, not crates, in its cubbies is what I meant to say. I may reorganize this a little bit, but generally this is all unpacked. I can't believe how many times I moved these full sheets of glass around the garage and never broke a single one. So very pleased. There never feels like there's enough glass storage. I thought what I was building here was going to be more than enough, and already I'm like, I wish I had a little bit more space. Because who doesn't want more glass, right? But I can get lots of sheets in there, as you can see. Lots of half sheets already up here on top. Still loving the lighting that I did. I hope you learned something from this. Follow along. I've got more updates coming soon, hopefully, as I continue to sludge through this studio renovation. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.